It was Christmas Eve in a small snowy town in Vermont. The streets were glowing with warm lights, and soft music floated through the cool winter air. But inside a quiet cafe on Maple Street, Emma Parker sat alone, again. She held a cup of peppermint hot chocolate, watching the door with a hopeful smile, a smile that slowly faded as minutes turned into an hour. Tonight was supposed to be her Christmas blind date, her last attempt to end a long year of loneliness. But once again, she had been rejected. A simple message had appeared on her phone just 10 minutes earlier. "Sorry, I don't think this will work. I'm not coming." Emma closed her eyes, whispering a small prayer, "I just want someone to choose me." She stood up to leave, wrapping her red scarf tightly around her shoulders. Outside, snowflakes danced like tiny diamonds falling from the sky. Emma began walking toward her car when suddenly, she felt a gentle tug on her coat. She turned around. Two little girls, about 6 years old, stood there, dressed in matching pink coats, their cheeks red from the cold. They had the same curly brown hair, the same bright hazel eyes, twins. One of them looked up at Emma with the sweetest voice. "Miss, are you okay? You look sad." Emma knelt down, her heart melting. "I'm okay, sweetheart. Just a little lonely today." The other girl stepped closer. "Do you want to walk with us? Our daddy is right there." Emma looked up and saw a man standing beside a pickup truck, struggling to load 2 small Christmas gift boxes while keeping his eyes on the girls. He rushed over, slightly embarrassed. "I'm so sorry," he said with a soft smile. "They like talking to strangers more than they talk to me." Emma laughed, the first real laugh she had in weeks. "My name is Emma," she said gently. "I'm Daniel," he replied, adjusting his gloves. "These two are Lily and Rose. My Christmas troublemakers." The twins giggled proudly. Daniel noticed Emma's eyes, soft but carrying a quiet sadness. "We are actually headed to the town tree lighting ceremony. Would you like to join us? I mean, only if you're free." Emma hesitated, her heart warming from the invitation. "I'd love to." That night, the 4 of them walked through the snowy streets together. Daniel listened to Emma talk about her dreams, her job, her quiet life. And Emma watched as Daniel cared for the girls with such patience and love. At the center of the town square, the Christmas tree stood tall and glowing. Children laughed. Bells rang. Music played. The whole world felt magical. As they stood under the lights, Lily suddenly grabbed Emma's hand. "Miss Emma," she whispered, "you feel like Christmas." Emma's heart trembled. "And what does Christmas feel like?" Rose answered softly, "Warm and safe." Daniel's eyes met Emma's, and something unspoken filled the space between them. Time passed quickly, and soon the night had to end. Daniel walked Emma to her car. The world around them was quiet except for falling snow. "Thank you," she said softly. "Tonight was unexpected." He nodded. "For us too." Before Emma could open her car door, the twins ran toward her and wrapped their tiny arms around her legs. "Miss Emma," they said together, "can we ask you something?" Emma bent down with a smile. "Of course." Rose looked up with wide, innocent eyes. "Will you be our mom one day?" Emma froze, tears rising instantly. Daniel rushed forward, embarrassed. "Girls, don't say things like that." But Emma interrupted, her voice trembling as she held both little hands. "I would be honored, someday, if life wants it." Daniel looked at her with a gentle, grateful smile. "Maybe life does want it," he said quietly. Emma drove home that night with her heart full for the first time in years. She had gone out expecting rejection. But instead, she found a future she could never have imagined. Months later, love grew, not rushed, not forced, but warm and slow, like snow melting into spring. And on a bright Christmas morning the next year, Emma stood in the same town square, holding the tiny hands of Lily and Rose. Not as a guest, but as their new mother. Because sometimes, the family you're meant to have finds you in the most unexpected ways. Sparkle's moral of the story: life often breaks our hearts before it brings us to the people who will finally heal us. Never lose hope, because miracles often walk toward you when you're ready to be kind, open, and brave again. If you believe in kindness, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Peaceful Stories.